Welcome to Survival Manual. Today, we're counting down the top 10 best places to visit in Africa. From breathtaking safaris to historic landmarks and tropical islands, Africa is a traveler's paradise. Whether you're an adventurer, history lover, or beach seeker, this list has something for you. Let's dive in. 1. Masai Mara, Kenya. 1. Masai Mara, Kenya. 1,000 plus words. Imagine standing in a land where the horizon stretches endlessly, dotted with acacia trees and the silhouettes of elephants against the setting sun. Welcome to the Masai Mara National Reserve in Kenya, one of Africa's most iconic safari destinations. This remarkable ecosystem offers not only breathtaking wildlife encounters but also an authentic cultural connection with the Masai people, who have lived here for centuries. Location and geography. The Masai Mara is located in southwestern Kenya, bordering Tanzania's Serengeti National Park. Together, the two form a continuous ecosystem of more than 25,000 square kilometers, making it one of the largest protected wilderness areas on Earth. The Mara itself spans around 1,510 square kilometers, 580 square miles. The reserve is named after the Masai people, its traditional custodians, and the word Mara, meaning spotted in Ma language, referring to the scattered trees and bushes that dot the vast grasslands. The region is characterized by rolling plains, acacia woodlands, riverine forests, and seasonal swamps. Major rivers like the Mara River and Talek River sustain life here, especially during the dry months when animals gather for water. Wildlife and safari experience. The Masai Mara is often described as the world's greatest safari destination, and for good reason. It is home to the legendary Big Five lion, elephant, buffalo, leopard, and rhino. But that's just the beginning. The Great Migration, perhaps the most famous wildlife spectacle on Earth. This annual event sees over 1.5 million wildebeest, along with hundreds of thousands of zebras and gazelles, cross from Tanzania's Serengeti into the Masai Mara, in search of fresh grazing land. The climax happens between July and October, when animals must brave the crocodile-infested Mara River. Witnessing this river crossing is both dramatic and emotional, a true bloodlust moment. Predators in action with such an abundance of prey. The Mara is a predator's paradise. Lions are particularly numerous here, with prides as large as 20 individuals. Cheetahs use the open plains for high-speed chases, while leopards prefer the trees along the rivers. Hyenas, jackals, and vultures also play their role in this dynamic ecosystem. Bird life for bird enthusiasts. The Mara is a treasure trove, with over 470 bird species, including ostriches, secretary birds, crowned cranes, and various raptors. A safari here feels like stepping into a wildlife documentary, because in many cases, you literally are. The Masai Mara has been the filming location for countless National Geographic and BBC documentaries, including the famous Big Cat Diary. Best time to visit the Masai Mara offers rewarding experiences year-round, but the timing of your visit shapes what you'll see. July, October, peak season for the Great Migration. River crossings, predator action, and massive herds dominate the scene. December, February, excellent time for big cats and clear skies. March, June, green season with fewer tourists. Lush landscapes and plenty of resident wildlife. If your dream is to witness the wildebeest migration, aim for August or September. Safari options and activities. Visitors can choose between different types of safari experiences. each offering its own magic. Game drives, the classic safari experience in 4x4 vehicles. Early morning and late afternoon drives offer the best chances to see wildlife in action. Hot air balloon safari. Float silently above the savannah at sunrise, watching herds and predators below. This once-in-a-lifetime experience often ends with a champagne breakfast in the bush. Walking safaris, led by expert Masai guides. These walks let you explore on foot, learning about plants, tracks, and smaller creatures often missed from vehicles. Cultural visits. Spend time in a Masai village, learning about their traditions, beadwork, warrior dances, and way of life. Where to stay accommodation ranges from budget campsites to ultra-luxury lodges. Luxury lodges, Mara Serena Safari Lodge, Angama, Mara, and Mahali, Missouri, owned by Richard Branson, offer 5-star experiences with stunning views. Mid-range tented camps, All Moran Camp, Ashnell Mara, and Fig Tree Camp provide comfort with an authentic bush feel. Budget campsites, great for backpackers and adventurers, with basic amenities but the same spectacular food and culture. Safari lodges typically provide international and local cuisines, but for a cultural experience. Try Nyama Choma roast meat, Ugali cornmeal porridge, and Sukuma wiki-colored greens. Closing parenthesis. The Maasai people, with their iconic red shukas robes and beaded jewelry, remain the cultural heart of this region. Their traditions of cattle herding, warriorhood, and oral storytelling are an integral part of the Mara experience. Visitors are encouraged to support Maasai-owned cultural tours and crafts. And don't book safaris with licensed operators. Carry binoculars and a good zoom camera. Respect wildlife by keeping noise levels low. Support local Maasai communities by purchasing crafts. Don't leave your safari vehicle unless instructed. Don't litter or interfere with animals. Don't expect people to pose for free photos. Always ask first. How to get there by air. Daily flights from Nairobi's Wilson Airport to Mara's airstrips, approx 45 minutes. By road, a scenic but bumpy drive from Nairobi takes 5 to 6 hours. Passing through the Rift Valley, why visit the Masai Mara? The Masai Mara is not just about wildlife, it's about connection. Connection to nature, to history, and to one of the world's most resilient cultures. It is a place where time seems to stand still, where every sunrise brings new wonders, and where travelers leave with memories etched forever. Whether it's the thunder of hooves during the migration, the piercing roar of a lion at dawn, or the warm welcome of the Masai people, the Mara delivers an experience that is truly life-changing. Transition to next location, Victoria Falls, from the Golden Plains of Kenya. We head south to one of the greatest natural wonders of the world, Victoria Falls. Get ready for a breathtaking encounter with the smoke that thunders. 2. Victoria Falls. Zambia, Zimbabwe, 1,000 plus words. Opening shot aerial drone footage of the falls. Rainbow mist rising high above the Zambezi River. The thunderous roar echoing across the gorge. Narration. Few places on Earth capture raw natural power like Victoria Falls, known locally as Musioitanya. The smoke that thunders this awe-inspiring waterfall straddles the border of Zambia and Zimbabwe. It is one of the 7 natural wonders of the world and a UNESCO World Heritage Site, drawing travelers from around the globe to witness its majesty and to experience the adventures it inspires. Location and geography: Victoria Falls lies on the Zambezi River, which forms the border between Zambia to the north and Zimbabwe to the south. The waterfall stretches for 1.7 kilometers, 1 mile, wide and plunges as deep as 108 meters, 354 feet, making it the largest curtain of falling water on Earth when measured by both height and width, unlike Niagara Falls, which is wider but shorter, or Iguazu Falls, which is segmented into smaller cascades. Victoria Falls presents an almost continuous sheet of water crashing into a narrow gorge. The spray rises so high that it can be seen from over 40 kilometers away, especially in the rainy season. The falls flow into a zigzagging series of gorges carved by the Zambezi over millennia. The first gorge directly below the falls is about 120 meters wide and funnels the roaring water into rapids that attract thrill seekers from around the world. History and cultural significance: for centuries, local tribes revered the falls as a sacred place. The name Mosioatunya reflects the awe inspired by the constant mist and deafening roar. The first European to document the falls was Scottish explorer David Livingstone in 1855, who named them Victoria Falls in honor of Queen Victoria. Livingstone's famous quote still resonates: "Scenes so lovely must have been gazed upon by angels in their flight." Today, the falls are celebrated as a symbol of natural wonder and cultural pride, and they remain central to tourism in both Zambia and Zimbabwe. Best time to visit: the experience of Victoria Falls changes dramatically with the seasons. February, May, high water season, peak flow after the rains. The falls are at their most powerful, with massive spray and thunderous noise. However, views can be partially obscured by mist, and some activities like Devil's Pool are closed for safety. June, August, moderate flow, excellent balance, still powerful, but with clearer visibility. Ideal for photography and adventure sports. September, December, low water season. Water levels drop, especially on the Zambian side, but this allows unique experiences like swimming in Devil's Pool or exploring the exposed rock formations. Tip: if you want the most iconic experience, aim for April, July, when water is strong but visibility is better. Activities and adventures: Victoria Falls isn't just about looking, it's about immersing yourself in adventure. Here are the top experiences. 1. Viewpoints and trails. Zimbabwe side offers the most comprehensive views with trails inside Victoria Falls National Park. Highlights include the main falls, Devil's, Cataract, and Danger Point. Zambia side features closer encounters, especially at Knife Edge Bridge, where you can feel the spray on your skin. The Boiling Pot Trail leads down to the swirling base of the gorge. 2. Devil's Pool, Zambia. This natural infinity pool sits right at the edge of the falls. During the dry season, Septec adventurous swimmers can take a guided tour to the pool and literally look over the edge of the 108-meter drop. 3. Whitewater rafting. Rapids below the falls are considered some of the best grade 4 to 5 rapids in the world. This adrenaline-pumping adventure is not for the faint-hearted, but is a must for thrill-seekers. 4. Bungee jumping leap from the Victoria Falls Bridge, plunging 111 meters toward the Zambezi River. This is one of the most famous bungee jump sites in the world. 5. Helicopter and microlight flights, known as the Flight of Angels, named after Livingstone's quote. These aerial tours provide a bird's-eye view of the falls and the winding gorges. 6. Sunset cruises. Relax with a drink in hand on a boat ride along the upper Zambezi, watching elephants, hippos, and crocodiles as the sun sets. 7. Safari excursions, nearby Zambezi National Park, Zimbabwe, and Mosioatunya National Park, Zambia, offer game drives where you can see elephants, buffalo, giraffes, and even white rhinos. Accommodation options, both Zambia and Zimbabwe offer a wide range of places to stay. Luxury, the Royal Livingston Hotel Zambia and Victoria Falls Hotel Zimbabwe offer colonial charm, stunning views, and top-class service. Mid-range Avani, Victoria Falls Resort Zambia, and Ilala Lodge, Zimbabwe combine comfort with convenience. Budget. Backpackers like Jolly Boys in Livingston, Zambia, or Shoestrings in Victoria Falls Town, Zimbabwe are popular with young travelers. Food and local culture, expect a mix of traditional African dishes and international cuisine. Popular local flavors include Inshima, Zambia, Sadza, Zimbabwe, cornmeal porridge, a staple served with stews, biltong, dried cured meat, similar to jerky, fresh Zambezi fish, often grilled or fried, including tilapia and bream. Cultural experiences include dance performances, craft markets, and village tours. Supporting local artisans by purchasing wood carvings, bead, or textiles helps sustain the community. Dos and don'ts. Visit both the Zambian and Zimbabwean sides for a full experience. Carry waterproof bags and raincoats. The spray will drench you. Book adventure activities in advance, especially in peak season. Respect local customs, and buy directly from artists rather than middlemen. Don't get too close to the slippery edges. Don't swim outside designated safe zones. Don't underestimate the power of wildlife. Hippos and crocs are common near the river. Don't skip travel insurance if you're doing adventure sports. How to get there? Fly into Livingston Airport, Zambia, or Victoria Falls International Airport, Zimbabwe. Both connect to major hubs like Johannesburg and Nairobi. Land. Buses and road transfers connect Victoria Falls with nearby destinations like Lusaka, Harare, and Kasane, Botswana. Bridge crossing, the historic Victoria Falls Bridge connects Zambia and Zimbabwe, allowing visitors to explore both sides easily with proper visas. Why visit Victoria Falls? Victoria Falls is more than just a waterfall. It's a multi-sensory journey. The roar fills your ears, the spray cools your skin, the sight overwhelms your eyes, and the adrenaline adventures ignite your soul. It's a destination where nature's power is on full display, yet it also offers peace like a quiet sunset over the Zambezi. For travelers, it's a reminder of the raw beauty of our planet and the thrill of experiencing it firsthand. Cape Town. From the thunder of Victoria Falls, we now travel south to a city where mountains meet the ocean, vineyards meet history, and cultures converge. Welcome to Cape Town, South Africa's crown jewel. 3. Cape Town, South Africa. Opening shot, a sweeping drone shot of Table Mountain rising majestically over Cape Town. The city's colourful houses of Biokop shining in the sun. Waves crashing against the rocky Cape coastline. Narration: Cape Town is more than just a city, it's where oceans meet mountains. History meets modernity, and cultures blend into one vibrant mosaic. Known as the Mother City, Cape Town is one of Africa's most beautiful and diverse destinations, offering everything from world-class beaches to vineyards, history, and adventure. Geography and overview: Cape Town is located on the southwestern tip of South Africa, Nestled between the Atlantic Ocean and Table Mountain National Park, the city sprawls around Table Bay, with the iconic flat-topped Table Mountain as its backdrop. The region is part of the Cape Floral Kingdom, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, boasting one of the richest biodiversity hotspots in the world. Unique plants like fynbos grow here and nowhere else. Cape Town is also famous for its dramatic coastline, which includes the Cape of Good Hope and Cape Point, where early explorers once rounded Africa on their sea voyages. History and culture. Cape Town's story is deeply layered. Originally home to the Khoisan people, the area was colonized by the Dutch in 1652 as a supply station for ships of the Dutch East India Company. Later, the British took control, leaving behind colonial architecture and English cultural influences. The city also has a complex apartheid history, most notably linked to Robben Island, where Nelson Mandela spent 18 of his 27 years in prison. Today, Cape Town is a cosmopolitan hub blending African, European, and Asian influences. Neighborhoods like Bokop, with its brightly painted houses and Cape Malay heritage, showcase this cultural diversity. Best time to visit: December, February, summer, warm and sunny. Ideal for beaches, but also peak tourist season: March, May, and September, November, shoulder seasons. Best balance of good weather and fewer crowds: June, August, winter, cooler and wetter, but excellent for whale watching. Attractions and activities: 1. Table Mountain. Take the cable car or hike up one of several trails for panoramic views of Cape Town, Robben Island, and the Cape Peninsula, toward Cape of Good Hope and Cape Point. Drive along Chapman's Peak for one of the world's most scenic coastal roads. Spot baboons, ostriches, and breathtaking sea cliffs. 3. Robben Island. Visit the prison where Nelson Mandela and other anti-apartheid leaders were held. Former political prisoners often lead the tours, giving personal insights into South Africa's history. 4. Beaches. Camps Bay, trendy, with white sand and mountain views. Boulders Beach, famous for its colony of African penguins. Muizenberg, known for colorful beach huts and surfing. 5. Wine country nearby. Stellenbosch and Franschhoek are part of South Africa's world-renowned wine region. Many estates offer tastings in stunning vineyard settings. 6. Bokap, a historic neighborhood with bright houses, cobblestone streets, and Cape Malay cuisine. 7. Kirstenbosch Botanical Gardens, set against Table Mountain. This is one of the most beautiful botanical gardens in the world. Accommodation luxury: one and only Cape Town. The Silo Hotel, a converted grain silo turned 5-star landmark. Mid-range, Victoria and Alfred Hotel at the V&A waterfront. Budget, backpacker hostels in Long Street or Greenpoint. Food and culture: Cape Town is a foodie haven. Cape Malay, curry spiced but not too hot. Bunny chow, hollowed bread filled with curry. Fresh seafood from Hout Bay or Cork Bay. Local wines and craft beers. Nightlife thrives in Long Street, while the V&A waterfront offers family-friendly dining and shopping. DOS and Domestos. Take guided tours for safety and insight. Explore beyond the city centre: Cork Bay, Hout Bay, Stellenbosch. Try local cuisine and support township businesses. Dan, single quotes. Tess, don't flash valuables. Petty theft can happen. Don't take unlicensed taxis. Use Uber or hotel shuttles. Don't underestimate the sun. Wear sunscreen. How to get there: Cape Town International Airport connects to major cities worldwide. Once in town, rent a car for exploring the Cape Peninsula and wine country. Why visit Cape Town? Cape Town is one of those rare destinations where natural beauty, history, and culture converge effortlessly. Whether you're sipping wine in the vineyards, hiking a mountain, learning about Nelson Mandela's legacy, or relaxing on a beach with penguins, Cape Town offers a travel experience unlike anywhere else in the world. For Zanzibar, Tanzania, Zanzibar is an island of dreams where history, culture, and paradise come together. Known as the Spice Island, it's a jewel off the coast of Tanzania, offering travelers a mix of idyllic beaches, rich history, and exotic flavors. Geography and overviews. Zanzibar is an archipelago made up of two main islands. Islands in Giza, commonly called Zanzibar, and Pemba plus several smaller islets. It lies about 35 kilometers off the coast of mainland Tanzania in the Indian Ocean. The island is surrounded by coral reefs, making it a top destination for diving and snorkeling. White sandy beaches stretch for miles, framed by swaying palm trees and turquoise waters. History and culture. Zanzibar has been a crossroads of cultures for centuries. It was a hub for Arab, Persian, Indian, and European traders, known for its spice plantations. It became a global exporter of cloves, nutmeg, and cinnamon. It also has a darker past. As one of East Africa's main slave trade centers, the island's capital, Stone Town, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. With narrow alleyways, carved wooden doors, and bustling markets, the architecture reflects a blend of Arab, Persian, Indian, and African influences. Best time to visit: June, October, dry and cooler. Ideal for beach holidays: December, February, warm and sunny. Also popular: March, May. Rainy season, less ideal but cheaper. Attractions and activities: 1. Stone Town, explore winding streets, Sultan's Palace, and the Old Fort. Don't miss the Faradani Gardens night market, famous for street food like Zanzibari pizza and grilled seafood. 2. Spice tours, visit plantations to see cloves, vanilla, cinnamon, and nutmeg being grown. 3. Prison Island, Canggu Island, home to giant Aldabra tortoises. 4. Beaches: Nungwi and Kendwa, lively with resorts and nightlife. Paj and Jambiani, quieter, popular with kitesurfers. Mate, MWE, great for snorkeling and diving near. Nemba Atoll. 5. Diving and snorkeling. The reefs around Nemba Atoll are some of the best in East Africa. 6. Dhow cruises, traditional wooden boats take you on romantic sunset sails. Accommodation luxury: Zuri Zanzibar, Park Hyatt Stone Town, mid-range, Aman bungalows, Nungwi budget, hostels and beach bungalows in Paj or Kendwa. Food and culture: Zanzibari cuisine blends African, Arab, and Indian flavors. Octopus curry, local specialty. Zanzibari, biryani and pilaf, rice. Fresh tropical fruits like mango, pineapple, and jackfruit. Dos and don'ts. Dress modestly in Stone Town. Zanzibar is majority Muslim, closing parenthesis. Support local guides for tours. Try local street food. Don, single quotes, tea. Don't drink tap water. Stick to bottled tea. Photograph people without permission. Don't ignore cultural norms. Avoid public drinking outside resorts. How to get there: fly into Zanzibar International Airport from Dar es Salaam, Nairobi, or international hubs like Doha, Ferries also run from Dar es Salaam about 2 hours. Why visit Zanzibar? Zanzibar is more than just beaches. It's a cultural experience wrapped in paradise. Whether you're walking through the spice markets, diving among coral reefs, or relaxing on pristine sands, Zanzibar offers a perfect mix of history and relaxation. 5. Marrakesh. Marrakesh is where Africa, the Middle East, and Europe collide in a kaleidoscope of colors, scents, and sounds. Known as the Red City for its ochre-colored buildings, it's a place of mystery, energy, and tradition. Geography and overview. Marrakesh is located in western Morocco, at the foot of the Atlas Mountains. It is one of Morocco's 4 imperial cities, alongside Fez, Mex, and Rabat, nicknamed the Red City. Its Medina Old Town is a maze of narrow alleys, souk, mosques, and palaces. Beyond the Medina, modern neighborhoods and luxury resorts expand the city's appeal. History and culture. Founded in the 11th century by the Almoravid dynasty, Marrakesh quickly became a key trading and religious center. It has long been a gateway between the Sahara Desert and the rest of Morocco, with traders bringing goods, culture, and ideas. Culturally, Marrakesh is a blend of Arab, Berber, and French influences, reflected in its architecture, cuisine, and traditions. Best time to visit: March, May, and September. November, pleasant temperatures. Ideal for exploring. Summer, June, August, can be very hot, 40 degrees Celsius, plus, closing parenthesis. Winter, December, February, cooler, especially at night, but still good for travel. Attractions and activities. 1. Gemma Elefane squared, the beating heart of Marrakesh. At night, it comes alive with food stalls, snake charmers, musicians, and storytellers. 2. Souk explore winding markets, selling carpets, spices, leather goods, and lanterns. Bargaining is part of the fun. 3. Kutubia Mosque, iconic 12th century mosque with a 77-meter minaret. 4. Bahia Palace and tombs, examples of stunning Moroccan architecture and history. 5. Mayor El Gadin, vibrant botanical garden restored by Yves Saint Laurent, famous for its cobalt blue walls. 6. Atlas Mountains and desert tours, day trips to Berber villages, Ouzud waterfalls, or overnight desert camps in the Sahara. Accommodation luxury. La Mamounia, legendary hotel. Royal Mansa, mid-range, Riyadh's traditional Moroccan houses with courtyards. Like Riyadh, KNIZ, budget, hostels in the Medina. Food and culture. American cuisine is well. Tagine, slow-cooked stew of meat and vegetables. Couscous, staple grain dish. Pastilla, sweet savory pie filled with pigeon or chicken. Mint tea, a cultural ritual, often called Moroccan whiskey. And don't bargain respectfully in markets. Dress modestly, especially in the Medina. Learn a few phrases in French or Arabic. Single quotes. Don't accept free tours from unofficial guides. Don't photograph locals, especially women, without asking. Don't display affection publicly. How to get there. Marrakesh Menara Airport connects with major European cities. From Casablanca, it's a 3-hour train ride. Why visit Marrakesh? Marrakesh is a sensory explosion. The smell of spices, the hum of markets, the taste of tagine, the glow of lanterns at dusk. It's a city where past and present intertwine, offering a cultural adventure that stays with you long after you leave. From the souk of Marrakesh, we journey back to the wild where, Endless plains stretch to the horizon and the Big Five roam free. Welcome to the Serengeti National Park. Tanzania. 6. Serengeti National Park, Tanzania. Introduction and overview. The Serengeti National Park is the crown jewel of African safaris, a seemingly endless expanse of golden savannas, dotted with acacia trees and teeming with wildlife. Stretching across 14,750 square kilometers. The Serengeti is home to one of the most extraordinary natural spectacles on Earth, the Great Migration, where over 1.5 million wildebeest and hundreds of thousands of zebras and gazelles thunder across the plains in search of greener pastures. But the Serengeti isn't just about numbers. It's about the intimacy of seeing a lioness hunt at dawn, elephants wandering through river valleys, or cheetahs sprinting across the grasslands. It's the raw, unfiltered essence of Africa's wilderness, history and cultural backgrounds. Serengeti gets its name from the Masai word Serengeti, meaning endless plains. The Masai people have lived in and around the Serengeti for centuries, coexisting with wildlife through pastoral traditions. The area became a game reserve in the 1920s and was declared a national park in 1951. Later, it was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site to protect its unique biodiversity. Today, while the Maasai continue their traditions outside the park's boundaries, the Serengeti itself remains one of the most important ecosystems on Earth. Best time to visit the Serengeti is a year-round destination, but the best time depends on what you want to see. December-March, calving season in the south. Thousands of wildebeest calves are born, attracting predators. April-June, migration moves north. Dramatic river crossings begin. July-October, northern Serengeti, the famous Mara River crossings with crocodiles waiting in ambush. November, short rains, beautiful greenery, fewer tourists, attractions and activities. Game drives. Morning and evening drives offer the best chances to spot the Big Five: lion, leopard, elephant, buffalo, and rhino. Great Migration. Witness millions of wildebeest and zebras moving in one of the most iconic wildlife events on Earth. Balloon safaris. Float over the plains at sunrise for a breathtaking view of animals below. Serengeti Valley, known for its high density of big cats, especially lions and leopards. Grumeti River, famous for dramatic migration, river crossings, and enormous Nile crocodiles. Cultural visits. Visit Maasai villages nearby to learn about traditional life, dances, and customs. Food and local culture. Most food in the Serengeti comes via lodges and safari camps. Expect hearty buffets with African and international dishes. Local Tanzanian staples include ugali maize porridge, nyama choma, grilled meat, and samaki fish dishes. At Maasai cultural tours, you might also sample traditional milk and blood-based drinks. Though many stick to modern cuisine, where to stay luxury for seasons. Safari Lodge. Singita, Grumeti, Mid-Range, Serengeti, Serena Safari Lodge. KT Tented Camp. Budget, public campsites, Ikema. Serenera, mobile tents, dos and don'ts. Do, bring binoculars and a zoom lens for photography. Do, go on early morning or late afternoon drives. Wildlife is most active. Don't leave the safari vehicle unless your guide says it's safe. Don't feed or disturb the animals. How to get there: fly into Kilimanjaro or Arusha airports, then take a domestic flight to Serengeti airstrips, Serenera. Alternatively, Drive from Arusha, 6 to 8 hours. Why visit? The Serengeti isn't just a safari. It's a living theater of life and death, where nature unfolds in its rawest form. If you dream of Africa's wild heart, the Serengeti is where that dream comes alive. 7. Pyramids of Giza, Egypt. Introduction and overview. No landmark is more instantly recognizable than the pyramids of Giza, the last surviving wonder of the ancient world, standing tall on the outskirts of Cairo. These colossal stone structures have fascinated travelers, historians, and explorers for over 4,500 years. The pyramids, alongside the enigmatic Sphinx, are symbols not only of Egypt, but of human ingenuity and endurance. Visiting them is like stepping back into a world of pharaohs, gods, and monumental ambition. History and cultural background. The pyramids were built during Egypt's Old Kingdom, circa 2600 to 2500 BC, as tombs for pharaohs. The Great Pyramid was commissioned by Pharaoh Khufu Cheops, while nearby pyramids were built for Khafre and Menkaure, constructed with millions of limestone blocks, some weighing several tons. The pyramids remain architectural marvels. Theories about their construction range from massive labor, forces of skilled workers, to ingenious engineering methods that are still debated today. The Giza Plateau also includes smaller pyramids for queens, causeways, temples, and the Great Sphinx, believed to represent Pharaoh Khafre. Best time to visit. The best time is October, when the weather is cooler and more comfortable. Summers May-September are scorching. Visit early in the morning or late afternoon to avoid crowds and harsh sunlight. Attractions and activities. The Great Pyramid of Khufu, the largest and oldest of the three, originally 146 meters tall. You can explore chambers inside. Pyramid of Khafre, slightly smaller but appears taller due to its elevated position, still has some casing stones near the top. Pyramid of Menkaure, the smallest but surrounded by interesting satellite pyramids. The Great Sphinx, a colossal limestone statue with a lion's body and a pharaoh's head, symbolizing strength and wisdom. Solar Boat Museum houses the reconstructed Khufu ship, an ancient wooden boat buried near the Great Pyramid. Sound and light show. Evening shows project lights and narration onto the pyramids, telling Egypt's history. Food and local culture. Nearby Cairo offers Egyptian classics like kosheri rice, lentils, pasta, tomato sauce, fried onions, ful madams, stewed fava beans, grilled kebabs and shawarma. Sip on sweet mint tea or Turkish-style coffee in local cafes. Where to? Marriott, Mina House with pyramid views. Mid-range, Steigenberger, Pyramids, Hotel, Budget. Guest houses in Giza with rooftop views. Do's and don'ts. Do. Hire an official, licensed guide. Do. Explore both pyramids and the Sphinx for the full experience. Don't. Climb the pyramids. It's illegal and dangerous. Don't. Engage pushy street vendors aggressively. Decline politely. How to get there? Fly into Cairo International Airport. The pyramids are just 30 minutes by taxi or rideshare from downtown Cairo. Why visit? The pyramids of Giza are more than monuments. They are timeless reminders of human ambition and mystery. To stand before them is to witness a story that has survived millennia. 8. Okavango, Delta, Botswana. Introduction and overview. The Okavango Delta is a natural wonder, unlike any other, a vast inland delta in northern Botswana, where the Okavango River fans out into a maze of lagoons, channels, and islands before evaporating into the desert sands of the Kalahari. What makes it extraordinary is its seasonal flooding, which transforms dry plains into a lush paradise teeming with wildlife. It's one of the best places in Africa to experience safaris by Mokoro traditional canoe, drifting silently past elephants, hippos, and rare birds, history and cultural background for centuries. The Okavango has been home to indigenous communities like the Baye and Hambakushu people, who developed unique ways of living with the delta cycles. In 2014, it was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site for its biodiversity and unique hydrological system. The delta supports endangered species such as African wild dogs, cheetahs, and black rhinos. Best time to visit the Okavango has two distinct experiences. Dry season, October, floodwaters arrive, attracting huge concentrations of wildlife. Best for safaris. Wet season, November-April, green landscapes, bird migrations, and fewer tourists. Attractions and activities Mokoro, canoe safaris. Glide through water channels with a polar guiding you, spotting hippos, crocodiles, and elephants. Game drives. Explore Moremi Game Reserve and private concessions for lions, leopards, and wild dogs. Walking safaris. Unique to the Delta, track animals on foot with expert guides. Birdwatching, over 400 species, including African fish, eagles, and rare pells, fishing owl. Helicopter or plane rides. A bird's eye view of the labyrinth of waterways and wildlife below. Food and local culture. Most lodges serve a mix of traditional Botswana dishes and international cuisine. Try seswa, slow-cooked beef stew, pap maize porridge. Freshly caught fish from the Delta. Local communities also showcase traditional dances and crafts for visitors. Where to stay luxury, Abu Camp, Mumbo Camp. Midrange, Oddballs Camp, Moremi Crossing. Budget, community-run campsites like Mbaroba, or basic safari tents. Dos and don'ts. Do travel with eco-friendly lodges. Sustainability is key here. Do carry waterproof bags for electronics. Don't swim in the waters. Crocodiles and hippos are everywhere. Don't ignore your guide's instructions during walking safaris. How to get there. Most visitors fly into Mon Airport, the gateway to the Delta. From there, small charter planes take you to camps and lodges across the Delta. Why visit? The Okavango Delta is where water meets desert, creating an oasis of life in the heart of Africa. It's intimate, wild, and utterly unique, offering a safari unlike anywhere else on the planet. 9. Seychelles Islands. Overview and geography. The Seychelles Islands, an archipelago of 115 islands scattered across the Indian Ocean, are often described as the ultimate tropical paradise. Located about 1,600 kilometers, 1,000 miles off the coast of East Africa, northeast of Madagascar, Seychelles is home to some of the world's most pristine beaches, lush jungles, and unique biodiversity. Its islands are divided into two main groups: the granitic inner islands like Mehi, Praslin, and La Digue, and the coralline outer islands, which are more remote and less developed. Seychelles, small size doesn't diminish its global femit, is one of the top honeymoon and luxury travel destinations in the world, often ranking at the very top of best islands to visit lists. With crystal clear waters, coral reefs, and warm hospitality, it's a must for travelers who dream of an idyllic escape. History and culture. The Seychelles have a fascinating history shaped by African, European, and Asian influences. The islands were uninhabited until they were discovered by the Portuguese in the 16th century, later colonized by the French in 1756, and then taken over by the British in 1810. This blend of cultures gave rise to the Creole identity, reflected in the people, language, and cuisine. Today, Seychelles has a population of about 100,000, with Seychellois, Creole, English, and French as the official languages. The culture is vibrant, with music, dance, and food that fuse African rhythms, European flair, and Asian spices. Best time to visit Seychelles enjoys a tropical climate year-round, with warm temperatures averaging to 32 grados, 75, 90 degrees Fahrenheit. The best times to visit are April, May, and October, November, when the seas are calm, perfect for snorkeling and diving. Avoid December, January if you want fewer crowds, as it's peak holiday season. Top attractions and activities: beach, Aunt's Sauce, Dargant La Dague, famous for its pink-hued granite boulders and shallow turquoise waters. Considered one of the most photographed beaches in the world. Beau Vallon Mehi, a lively beach, great for swimming, snorkeling, and water sports. Aunt's Lazio Praslin, known for its soft white sand and crystal clear water, perfect for relaxation, nature, and wildlife. Valley de Mai Praslin, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, home to the Coco de Mer palm, with its giant double coconut unique to Seychelles. Aldabra Atoll, the world's second largest coral atoll, home to over 150,000 giant tortoises. Adventure and activities: snorkeling and scuba diving among vibrant coral reefs, island hopping by boat or plane, hiking trails on Mehi Smoron, Seychellois National Park, culture and history. Visit Victoria Market on Mehi for spices, fruits, and Creole culture. Explore colonial architecture and museums in the capital. Victoria, food and local life. Seychellois cuisine is a delicious blend of Creole, French, Indian, and Chinese influences. Expect lots of fresh seafood, coconut, and spices. Must-try dishes: octopus curry, coco zurit, grilled red snapper with Creole spicy shark chutney, made with lime and chili. Fresh tropical fruits like mangoes, papayas, and breadfruit. Locals live a relaxed island lifestyle, with family, music, and community at its core. Don't miss traditional Creole music and dance events if you're there during festivals. Where to? Stay. Seychelles is famous for luxury resorts, but it also offers charming guest houses. Luxury, North Island. Six Senses Île Pachon, for seasons. Seychelles Midrange, La Digue Island Lodge, Le Domaine de l'Orange budget, family-run guest houses on Mehi and Praslin. Dos and don'ts: do respect nature, especially coral reefs and turtles. Do try island hopping to experience more than just one island. Don't take shells, coral, or coco de mer nuts. It's illegal. Don't ignore sun protection. The equatorial sun is strong. How to get there? Seychelles. Main entry point is Seychelles International Airport, SEZ, on Mehi. From there, ferries and small planes connect to Praslin, La Digue, and other islands. Why it's a must-visit. Seychelles is the definition of paradise. White sandy beaches, crystal clear lagoons, rare wildlife, and world-class hospitality. Whether you're a honeymooner, adventurer, or nature lover, Seychelles offers a dream escape that feels almost untouched by time. 10. Cape Coast, Ghana. Overview and geography. Cape Coast, located along Ghana's central coastline, is a place where history, culture, and natural beauty collide. Once a major hub of the transatlantic slave trade, today Cape Coast is both a solemn reminder of the past and a vibrant cultural center. Its beautiful beaches, bustling fishing towns, and historical landmarks make it a must-visit destination for those seeking both relaxation and deep cultural experiences. The town lies about 150 kilometers, 93 miles west of Ghana's capital, Accra, and serves as the capital of the central region. History and culture. Cape Coast is most famous for its role in the transatlantic slave trade. The Cape Coast Castle, built by the Swedes in 1653 and later controlled by the British, was one of the largest slaveholding sites in West Africa. Today, it is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a museum that draws thousands of visitors seeking to connect with history. But Cape Coast is not only about tragedy, it is also a beacon of Ghanaian culture. Festivals like the Fetu Afahi, celebrated every September, showcase traditional dances, drumming, and rituals. The people of Cape Coast are part of the Fant ethnic group, known for their warm hospitality, fishing traditions, and vibrant crafts. The best time to visit Cape Coast is during the dry season, November-March, when the weather is cooler and beaches are more enjoyable. September is also popular due to the Fetu Afahi festival. Top attractions and activities. Cape Coast Castle. Explore the dungeons, governor's quarters, and the door of no return where enslaved Africans were forced onto ships. A powerful, emotional experience. Elmina Castle. Just a short drive away, this is the oldest European building in sub-Saharan Africa. Also central to the slave trade, Kakum National Park, famous for its canopy walkway, suspended 30 meters above the forest floor, offering breathtaking views of the rainforest, beaches. Cape Coast boasts golden sandy beaches such as Brenu Beach and Oasis Beach, perfect for relaxation after exploring history. Cultural experiences. Visit fishing villages, interact with artisans, and enjoy Fant drumming and storytelling. Food and local life. Cape Coast is known for seafood dishes and traditional Ghanaian cuisine. Must-try meals include Fant kenki with fried fish, groundnut, peanut, soup with fufawaki rice, and beans with stew. Grilled tilapia, served with banku. Life in Cape Coast revolves around fishing, markets, and festivals. You'll see colorful fishing boats along the shore, lively street vendors, and friendly locals where to stay. Cape Coast offers accommodations for all budgets. Luxury, Ridge, Royal Hotel, Lemon Beach Resort, Midrange, Oasis Beach Resort, Hans Cottage, Betelbajet, guest houses near the castle or Kakum National Park. Dos and don'ts. Do visit the castles respectfully, they are solemn historic sites. Do engage with locals to learn more about their culture. Don't treat the slave castles as casual tourist attractions. Don't ignore local etiquette. Dress modestly at cultural sites. How to get there. Cape Coast is about a 3-hour drive from Accra via the N1 highway. Shared taxis, buses, and private cars are available. Why it's a must-visit. Cape Coast offers an unparalleled blend of history, culture, and natural beauty. It allows travelers to confront the painful past of the slave trade, while also celebrating the resilience and vibrancy of Ghanaian culture. Between solemn reflection at Cape Coast Castle and joyful experiences at And that concludes our journey through the top 10 best places to visit in Africa, a continent of unforgettable safaris, ancient wonders, tropical paradises, and vibrant cultures. Which destination is at the top of your bucket list? Let us know in the comments below.